10 dead in Syrian regime raids on Daesh-held town. And France warns that life on planet is at stake as climate ministers meet. Welcome back. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi paid a visit to Alexandria to follow up on efforts to face the wave of bad weather and heavy rainfall that have hit the coastal city. During his tour, the President gave directives to increase the efficiency of the sewage drainage system within 10 days' time and under the direct supervision of the armed forces. He also allocated £1 billion from the Long Live Egypt Fund to develop and improve the sewage network. The President also gave his directives to establish aid and relief centres to act in times of crises. Earlier, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi met with his Palestinian counterpart Mahmoud Abbas, who arrived in Egypt on Saturday in an official visit to discuss the latest developments in the Palestinian-occupied territories and the stalemate in peace negotiations. Presidential spokesman Ala Yousef said that President al-Sisi had stressed during the meeting that Egypt pays great concern to the Palestinian issue and supports the legitimate right of the Palestinian people. Al-Sisi also stressed that Egypt is continuing its relentless efforts on the international arena to help establish an independent Palestinian state based on the 1967 borders and with East Jerusalem as its capital. For his part, the Palestinian president praised the efforts exerted by Egypt in favor of the Palestinian cause. Earlier, Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry met with the Palestinian president and asserted Egypt's commitment to the Palestinian cause and defending the rights of the Palestinian people in the international arena through its contacts with regional and international powers. Foreign Ministry spokesman Councillor Ahmed Abu Zaid said that the meeting tackled the latest developments in the Palestinian-occupied lands and the upcoming Arab steps ahead of the Arab Foreign Ministers meeting this week in Riyadh. Earlier, the Palestinian president met with the Arab League Secretary General Nabil al-Arabi and informed him of the deteriorating situation and humanitarian situation as well in the West Bank and Jerusalem. Abbas stressed that the international community should assume its responsibility and put pressures on Israel to implement the signed agreements and put an end to settlement activity and provide protection to the Palestinians under occupation. The Arab League denounced the attitude of some Western countries towards the Russian plane disaster which crashed in Egypt last Saturday. Deputy Secretary General of the Arab League, Ahmed bin Ali, said that all the rumours spread about the unfortunate incident are mere speculations and analysis by parties aimed to deal a blow to stability in Egypt. Bin Ali called on all countries to support Egypt to reinstate stability in the region. Meanwhile, the UK government denied that a passenger plane that was travelling to Egypt earlier in August had avoided a missile attack. Foreign Secretary Philip Hammond said that an investigation was held in this matter and it was revealed that the plane didn't come under any such attack. In an earlier and similar development, Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry criticized Western governments by saying that they had not sufficiently helped Egypt in its war on terrorism. They had not shared relevant intelligence with Cairo regarding the Russian airplane that crashed in central Sinai, killing all 224 people on board. During a press conference with his Hungarian counterpart, Shoukry also criticized Western nations that have suspended flights to Sharm el-Sheikh for not sharing the relevant intelligence with Cairo upon which they based their decisions. The top diplomat said Cairo was not dismissing any scenario that led to the Russian plane to crash, but that these were no hypotheses yet from a probe into the disaster. Shoukry said that foreign intelligence suggesting the crash was caused by a bomb had not, until now, been provided to security services. He blamed the international community for not cooperating enough with Egypt on eliminating terrorism, reiterating that Cairo is shouldering its responsibility to secure all foreign visitors. Shukri thanked Hungary for not rushing into decisions that may negatively affect the Egyptian economy, referring to measures by several foreign companies to suspend flights. He said he had discussed bilateral cooperation with Hungary's foreign minister and agreed to cooperate in the railway sectors and benefit from scholarship provided by Budapest. The number of victims who lost their lives because of the heavy rainfall that has hit the governorate of Al-Bahira has risen to 23. 15 of the victims died as a result of flooding caused by downpour in the Wadi al-Natrun area, while the remaining 8 were electrocuted. Heavy rainfall has recently hit several parts of Egypt, leading to several casualties. More local news, and the Minister of Irrigation, Hussein Moghezi, said that the rate of progress in the construction of Ethiopia's Renaissance Dam surpasses the course of negotiations between Egypt and Sudan. In his keynote speech at the 9th round of talks between the Ministers of Irrigation from Egypt, Sudan and Ethiopia on Addis Abeba's Renaissance Dam, Moghezi reiterated that Egypt rejects a proposal to one consultancy firm to carry out the required studies on the dam, noting that it had been agreed that 2 firms would undertake the studies. He added that Egypt insists on its historical rights to the Nile's waters, but also supports the development interests of other riparian countries. Earlier, Moghezi met with his Ethiopian counterpart, who arrived on Friday to attend the discussions over the dam's impact on Egypt and Sudan. Senior officials also discussed the existing disputes between the 2 firms assigned to carry out studies on the dam. Regional news now, and at least 10 killed in Syrian government airstrikes on a town held by Daesh terrorists in the northern Aleppo province. The Britain-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights